Stephen Del Duca. Very short-lived time. He became leader in 2020, right before the pandemic started and the lockdowns happened. Essentially not having a seat at Queen's Park made him almost obsolete to the voter base, not knowing who he is. It was only in the last, less than 30 days where people got to see who he is and who is Del Duca, what is his message when the election campaign started on May 4th. And he, after all the announcements, his daily announcements at 9 a.m. and the platform that was fully costed, they put out as a first thing and put out a new slate of candidates. There was only 5 of their incumbents who ran in this election out of the 7 seats they had. And I think the biggest shock was that they were only able to increase their seat count by 1. Now, I think most people expected the PCs would get a majority. That's what the opinion polls told us every day when we looked at the numbers. But it was also expected that the Liberals would get into the area of maybe 15 to 20 seats, maybe a little over 20 seats. That was pretty much the projection that they would take from the NDP. They were leading the NDP, from the NDP. They were in second place after the PCs in the polls. And so the question is, where did things go wrong for the Liberals? If the opinion polls put them in the second spot, showed that they would get at least 20 seats or maybe something close to it, and they are still in the single digits, still below party status. This is 2 election losses, no party status. What does it mean for them? And there's some opinion that maybe you need a brand new face for the Liberal Party to pull them together, because if they go into a third election, are still not able to win or even get to a party status, what does it mean for the Liberal brand? But take a look at Stephen Del Duca's speech as he lost his seat. He's the only leader who lost his seat last night in Vaughan Woodbridge.
Commission, and to Brian Johns, our party president, and the entire Ontario Liberal Party Executive Council, thank you. Thank you. And I just want to say again, I have no doubt that the women and men that Ontario Liberals have elected to the legislature will do their part. In fact, will do more than their part to help grow a new and energetic progressive movement here in Ontario. It will, however, be a movement that will be led by a new leader. Earlier this evening, I informed our party president of my decision to step down from the leadership of our party, and I have asked him to meet with the executive to set a leadership contest for as soon as is reasonable. I am again so very proud of the work that we did. And here is something else that I know. Watching how we've grown, watching how we've grown stronger, watching how we've worked so hard to build this party over the last couple of years, I know that we as a political family and we as a political movement will be starting the next campaign from a much better place. In addition to the new MPPs that we've added, we've attracted, think about this, we've attracted tens of thousands of new volunteers and party members to take up the fight. And we anticipate that the party will be debt-free by the end of this year. By the end of this year. But more importantly, I know that Ontario Liberals will use our new, stronger platform to continue to propose thoughtful, innovative, progressive ideas to make our province a place to grow. Today, the voters of our province have spoken, and they've delivered a majority government to the Conservatives. I want to congratulate Premier Ford, and I hope he leads our province well. Now, I say that, and I mean that sincerely, because above all else, I'm a dad. I'm a dad to Talia and Grace, who are sitting right here. And I want my daughters to grow up in a province, an incredible opportunity, an incredible Ontario, that offers them even more opportunity than I had growing up here. I trust that the incredible responsibility of leading this great province will weigh heavily on Mr. Ford. I know that it would for me, because after all, it is a big deal. It's a big deal to be entrusted with the hopes and dreams of millions of people. And as a party, I know that we will redouble our efforts to earn your trust, because we don't care where you came from, how long you've been here, who you're connected to or how much money you have or what your station in life is. We care that you feel respected. We care that you feel included.
As Stephen Del Duca, the leader of the Liberal Party, he has said that he's stepping down. He lost his seat in Vaughan Woodbridge. Well, not his seat, essentially. He lost his seat in 2018. Sought re-election in Vaughan Woodbridge and lost again. You know, there was a lot of speculation why he didn't win. He didn't run in a safe seat for the Liberals, such as Don Valley West, which was Kathleen Wynne's old riding, that was still able to beat previous police chief Mark Saunders. They beat him and kept it at PC in Don Valley West. Essentially, there was questions why he wouldn't have just picked a safer seat. At least he would have been at Queen's Park and would have been able to continue doing his work. But now this also means an end to his political future. Well, let's see. I mean, there's always a comeback story. We've seen that happen for many politicians. Let's see what the comeback story for these two leaders are, Andrew Horwath and Stephen Del Duca, if there is any.